a globalized economy, are corporate subsidies necessary to compete internationally?
I would argue yes. Particularly if you look at the world's largest manufacturing country, which has now surpassed the U.S. In size of an economy and also in leading manufacturing, is China. Most of China's major manufacturings are SOEs, state-owned enterprises. In addition to that, there's the Chinese policy banks, which will just shovel money at low interest rates to their producers. So in a globalized, we have a globalized economy, but we don't have a free market economy. Now, if we had a free market economy, we could relax about this. But in a globalized economy in which the world's largest industrial country routinely rigs things for its own producers, either we get out of those fields of industry and simply allow them to choose the content of our economy, or we retaliate. You fight fire by fire.
Or just real quickly, if you don't like China, Germany provides a significant amount of worker training and retraining, and a significant amount of education, public education, and indirect subsidy to its businesses. It does that in collaboration with industry. That's a competitive advantage that Germany has in manufacturing.
Well, I don't like China, and I'd like to get back to China. I mean, we'll deal with Germany later. It's like a risk game here. But the China example is particularly interesting vis-a-vis corruption, because if you notice what's in the daily headlines, which is executions of various people who are corrupt, and in fact, the money that's flowing out of China is generally the middle management of a lot of these companies that are subsidized by the government. And I happen to, unfortunately, be very familiar with the process over there. It is unbelievably corrupt. And in fact, if we're going to head toward that kind of model, we're going to be in as much trouble economically, ultimately, as China would be as well.
No, I'm not endorsing the model. I'm saying we have to take our own precautions against it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just say briefly that I reject the NAFTA model, the TPP model, and the idea that the horse is out of the barn on trade, and instead would say that we can have an extraordinary thriving economy, but we need a 21st century trade approach, which doesn't lead to us being worried about corrupted state-run enterprises.